the players that he wants. It seems like he's stuck in his ways. I don't expect much flexibility from Arteta on either side. I think he stays. The players. I mean, just how many players has he improved since we've actually been, challenging? The players haven't really improved like that, I don't know, man. It's a tough one for me. I just don't. Big up to LFC Monster said we will rescue Saka in 2 years when Mo Salah contract is up. I mean, I've heard this. I have actually heard this. I heard this 2 seasons ago. I heard this 2 seasons ago. And who could begrudge him at that point? Who could begrudge him at that point? Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't lie to you. In the thumbnail, the Waffle Don has joined us. Big up to you, bro. How you good?
Big up, man. Big up, man. Yeah, man. It's just been a busy day today, man. Just people calling me and it's Friday, man. Leave me alone.
You're a man in high demand. You're a man in high demand. Maybe you need to go be a sporting director, man. Maybe some phone calls is what we need to get some some players.
I wouldn't mind that lifestyle, You know, a lot of these guys are probably on holiday now, on their super yachts, just with a mobile phone right next to them, like who's coming in and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't mind that type of lifestyle. Yeah. But big up to the chat, big up to everyone. I'm here, man.
Yeah, man.
What's going on? Big up,
man. I'm just going through the chat, man, because there's that much for Arsenal right now. It's like I'm just interacting with the chat. We got LFC Monster saying that he's coming for Saka in 2 years when signed up. Yeah, in 2 years, when Mo Salah goes to Saudi, he's gonna come scoop up Saka. I've heard this before, like I've heard this many.
Do you know what? Let me tell you something about Saka. Yeah, Saka actually is a Liverpool supporter, isn't it? And I think, yeah. Do you know what?
Oh Jesus!
I ain't gonna say too much in it, but if there was a destination where Saka would want to go, it would be Liverpool. And I'm not going to say no more.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say no more.
I mean, if the trajectories continue, this could put us on a collision path for a meltdown. Absolutely. Gary says, England without Saka just lost to Senegal. England better hope he returns to form after this injury. I hear it. Odegaard only passes to Saka. His output remain high until Odegaard is replaced. Yeah, so now the assemble. Now, part of that, do you believe that part of that is because nothing comes from the other side? Is it instruction that he stays on that side because he knows that Martinelli is just not going to create anything when the ball goes to the other side? Because he pretty much parks up and takes resident on that right-hand side because of the play that he gets from Ben White or Timber, whoever is behind him. But on the left side, he really doesn't get anything from Martinelli. So it might be instruction. Should we get a Rodrigo? Should we get a, Nico Williams, someone who can actually give us output on the left-hand side? We might see more assists from Odegaard. But did you see that piece of Gabriel talking about Rodrigo?
No, I heard about it though. How he would want him at the club or something like that.
It seems like the players are out here doing more recruiting than the manager and the sporting director, bro. It's like it's like a subliminal jab to say, yeah, bro, come to Arsenal because you improve us, and what we have isn't it. I really think, the Brazilian man them trying to link up, the left.
You see the crazy thing, yeah. Like I was watching Dan Potts' show yesterday, and. Is it Savile, whatever his name is? I know he's a guy that cries a lot when he's on the streams and stuff, but a lot of the stuff he was saying was absolutely making a lot of sense. So the window's closed right now, isn't it? And it opened back up on Monday.
So right? You can't register players. You can sign players. You just can't announce them until it opens back up. Yeah.
Oh, you can sign players still then?
Yes. You can still talk to players. You can still sign players. You just can't register or announce them until the window.
So... Yeah. If you can't announce, okay, so with the work situation here where it says they've signed him and stuff like that, you can only do that for now, but you can't be putting up the top and doing all that.
Right. He can't be a Premier League player until it opens back up. So as soon as it opens back up, you'll see man in Anfield in front of those Champions Leagues with the shirt.
Yeah. So when does it open back up? Is it after
It's like next week.
Next week, so the 16th it open.
Around there.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So that clarifies a lot of stuff then.
Yeah.
So, sorry, what was the point before that you was talking about?
No, talk about Rodrigo coming to the.
Oh yeah, Rodrigo. Sorry, yeah, Rodrigo. Yeah, and this is the thing, man. This is the thing with us as well. It's like we don't know what is going on, man. You know, how aggressive, you know, we're coming across. Are we, do you know what I mean? Are we just talking to this guy's Rodrigo's agents? Because I'm hearing Rodrigo don't want to leave Real Madrid. I'm hearing he don't want to leave. And if a player don't want to go somewhere, what can you actually do, man?
Yeah, no, I think he doesn't want to leave Real Madrid, but I think once the season started, he's not getting any minutes because what I thought was interesting the other night when Brazil played against Brazil played their World Cup qualifier, he wasn't even in the squad. Rodrigo
really?
Yeah, he wasn't even. Martinelli started, Cunha started, Rafinha started. Rodrigo wasn't even in the squad. You know, and Carlo managed you at Real Madrid, didn't play you much. Now he's managing your national team in the World Cup here. You have to go somewhere where you get minutes where he makes your selection. You got to give him a selection headache. He won't be able to give him a selection headache at Real Madrid if he's not playing. So it would behoove him. I know he's probably emotionally attached to Real Madrid because he's played there and it's the only big club that he's played for. But if he wants to make that Brazil squad, if it means as much to him as it means to most Brazilians that we know over the years to play for their national team at the World Cup, it would behoove him to move.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But you see these type of players, yeah, do they have that type of brain and that sense to like, I'm going to move, yeah? Because he's going to have other suitors apart from us, isn't he? There's going to be other teams interested in Rodrigo as well. Who knows if Liverpool sell what's his name? Diaz.
Yeah.
What's stopping them to, you know, going for Rodrigo?
Oh man, that would be criminal if he goes there.
I'm saying this is what I'm saying. I know we need a left winger and stuff like that. I know we keep getting mentioned with this player, but you also got to look at, and I think you mentioned something about the manager earlier. Before I jumped on the stream, is who wants to play under this manager, man? Who actually wants to play under this manager, man? Seriously, yeah. You've seen the way he is, you know, the way he drills his teams, the way he's just constantly micromanaging from the side. Who actually wants to play under this manager? I get it. A player will want to come to Arsenal because maybe they got some teammates and maybe they got their friends and, you know, Arsenal as a club. But also as well, yeah, when you look at Arsenal right now, we're not winning anything. Not winning anything. So what makes us an attractive prospect right now? That you would leave Real Madrid, one of the biggest teams in the world, to just come to Arsenal. Yeah, I'm trying to do the psychological thing and just trying to, unless it's money. And people can say, yeah, we're close to this and we're close to that. No, we're not close to anything right now.
Yeah,
we're not close to winning anything right now. Yes, we improve our team.
Yeah, it's valid. I mean, what you're saying is completely valid. Basically, you're putting yourself in the mind of a player, an attacking player, and saying, why would I go to Arsenal right now where, you know, we're becoming like a, you know, the old adage when we used to say after, like, Chelsea was a graveyard for strikers when Morata and all these men were going there to fail. It seems like that mantra that made its way to the Emirates where no attacker is thriving under Arteta's system. And if you're an attacker, you put your man in the player from out an attacker where you're only judged on GA and your contract bonuses and all your incentives are GA. We don't get GA like that from anyone in the Arsenal team, right? We had no double-digit strikers this year for the first time in over 100 years. So yeah, that's completely valid, bro. Where you sit there and be like, yeah, as a player, why would I want to go play for Arsenal and not win anything and watch my production decrease? It's completely valid. I hear it.
The only valid reason I think is that he's going to get first time. He's going to be first. He's going to be a first teamer, you know. But that also brings its own challenges as well, because if it's going to be a case of, well, Rodrigo, you're playing all the time, then he doesn't really have any motivation, you know. Like at Real Madrid now, he knows that Mbappe and Vinicius are in front of him right now. So it's keeping him more hungry. At Arsenal, yeah, you know, he'd be doing his thing, sourcing, but there'd be a time, yeah, where he'd go through a patch where he's not playing really well. And who we bringing on for him? What, Martinelli? Yeah. Is Martinelli going to keep a Rodrigo out? Is he going to keep a Rodrigo out? I doubt it very much. I just don't know. Do you know what? I would take Rodrigo, yeah. I would take him as a player for our team, but I'm trying to put myself in his shoes and think, why would I go to Arsenal? Yes, okay. The main thing is to get first team football. I get that. But what after that? Because is Rodrigo himself going to elevate us to winning something? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. And like Hendan Guna says, Fabio Vieira excluded from the Arsenal preseason squad. I wonder how much money we're going to lose on this 35 million pounds down the drain.
Really?
Yeah.
Excluded?
Yeah.
Why? What does that mean?
I mean, it means he's probably going to go on another loan. He's not in the first team squad for this upcoming season. So, in other words, another flop. Right, another 35 million wasted, and I'm sure you've seen the story of Zinchenko being linked to AC Milan, right?
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah,
but his contract is a problem, and this is as a club. We went to Man City; he was on 20 grand or something like that, and then we not doubled, triple. I think we increased his salary 6 times over. Now we can't move him. Now, if he was on 20 something, you double his salary, but you don't 6 times someone's salary who's getting bid point minutes at Manchester City. So we've literally shot ourselves in the foot now with this, and we've seen this before where players were underperforming on unattractive contracts that we couldn't move them. We've seen it with Ozil. Now we're seeing it with players that don't even play. You know what I'm saying? That we worked so hard, they said, to clean up our wage structure, only to fuck it all up again with what's Zinchenko, our third choice center back, right?
It's that, yeah.
If that, right? It's Miles, it's Calafiori. We've seen him put Kivior back there before he goes to Zinchenko. So he's third, fourth choice at best, and he's in 100 and some K. We just do madness at this club, and it's gonna be another problem for Havertz because he's our highest player and he's not in great form. When it's time to move him, economically unattractive.
So are AC Milan saying they don't want to pay his wages, or they don't want to pay?
Yeah, they can't afford to play a left back 120K a week. They can't. All right. So essentially, what we would have to do is lower the fee so they can stretch that contract out because he's guaranteed that money somehow. And then the player would have to agree to, okay, we can't give you 120 a year, but we can give you 80, but you will get 2 extra years. Right. Yeah. So essentially, we'll have to take another loss on a 28-year-old. Imagine sending a player when he's 28, where you're supposed to be still in your footballing prime.
And people want to say that this manager has come in and changed stuff. Yeah, it doesn't look like that to me. Yeah, because all I'm seeing is everything being repeated again. Players on big contract. I heard Calafiori was on pittance where he was. Now he's on 100 and something a week now. The guy can hardly play 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, BBK, man, with all these players now? And this is another thing as well. We can talk about players that we want to come in, but we have to shift. We have to shift the players. We have to shift players out. We can't keep these players. Gabriel Jesus, we know how much he's on. So what? We're going to have him on the bench all next season now if we're bringing in a Sesko or Gyökeres? Havertz, what we're going to be doing with him? Well, there's Lokonga. we've just got players that are dross in this squad, man. It doesn't matter whether we have a big squad, small squad. The player quality in our squad, yeah, needs to be analysed.
Yeah.
From to bottom. It's disgusting.
Yeah, LFC Monster said Bayern, LFC, and City will be interested in Rodrigo too. It won't be easy for Arsenal to grab him. So yeah, it's like man, yeah, like if any of those are interested to make a serious bid, he doesn't come to us. He really doesn't.
Exactly.
Come to us. Arsenal rushed Saka back too soon. He needed a better rehab. No one, Arsenal or England, are looking out for him long term. Yeah, I hear it. And I see Declan putting up crazy minutes too. Crazy minutes for England. So it's more of the same, Gary. It's more of the same. And we need to see how Gabriel comes back from a similar injury and surgery. I'm not optimistic. I hear that too. At this rate, Arsenal might need a full front line. Yeah, a full front line. I want to up the odds. Can't do that with just 1 or 2 incomings. Yeah, but that's the thing, Gary. He wants Havertz in the front line. He loves Kai. Get abs. I'm telling you, today is what? June 13th, Friday, June 13th. The schedule comes out next Wednesday, I think, right? Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Premier League schedule. So we'll know when the first game is. I am willing to bet that when our first match, whether it's home or away, leading the lineup for Arsenal Football Club on opening day will be Kai Havertz.
Yep.
It will be. Hey, I'm just ready for the meltdown and the banter. At least this year, I know I'm prepared for it.
Has to justify his this signing, isn't it? And this is going to be his downfall as far as I'm concerned. This player, because we've spoken about it already. He's not good enough to lead the line. His goal output. People say, "Oh well, we don't need more than 20 goal striker," because everyone else can score and stuff like that. You need certain players, in certain games that are going to win it on their own, And these are the Gyökereses, these are the Isaks, these are those type of players in the world that they would get you a goal out of nothing, not a player that's going to have 10 chances and miss all of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not even personal against Havertz. He's just not good enough. Yeah, he's just not good enough for Arsenal,
Yeah.
And this is what I can't stand about our manager, man. It's like he's not willing to change. He's not willing to shift. And if we're bringing in, say, a Sesko for, this is another thing as well. I think it seems like we're going to get fleeced for either player. If these players, we're getting. I thought Berta was coming in, to keep the prices down. To say, you know what, we ain't paying these big prices now. But you know what, Berta's coming at a wrong time. He's coming at a wrong time because we are desperate, and when people see that you're desperate, the prices go up. When you go on holiday. When I go to Turkey, and say for example, I'll just do an analogy, So when I first started to go into Turkey, I'll be like getting a hired car, innit? And these men will be like, "Nah, you're paying this amount a day, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Until I found this one guy, and I just negotiated a price with him, innit? Ever since I've negotiated that nice price with him, he's kept it nice, innit? So every time I go there, he's my one guy that I'm giving that change to. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because there's a nice little respect and stuff like that. It's like when people know that you need something proper now, they're gonna put up the prices, Sesko, 70 million. I'm hearing 70 million. Gyökeres, the price is going up for Gyökeres, and Arsenal did it to themselves.
Yeah,
they did it to themselves. Arteta, you done it to yourself. You didn't put enough pressure on your owners. Instead of being a shill and protecting every move of theirs, and Josh is this and all of this, and I'm in love with my players. you didn't realize that there's a market out there where players are going up, prices are going up. Yeah, you didn't realize that. So now you're desperate. This could be your last season as a manager at Arsenal, because the pressure is going to be on. And I know this fan base will put the pressure on, because they're not gonna put up with another season with just coming close.
Yeah.
Other teams are buying players. City are strengthening. Liverpool are strengthening. Yeah. And you will start to see other teams strengthening as well. Man United are strengthening. Yeah. I think they're still going to get Mbeumo over the line. Spurs are going to strengthen. And all of these teams are going to be going for some of the targets that we want. So if they get these players, what we getting? The crumbs?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to act.
Now go on.
No, we need to act. We need to act. Yeah. So I said on one of my streams, because last week I was calm about it.
Yeah.
But I think next week, if I don't see nothing between Monday to Friday, I'm gonna start asking questions, innit? I'm gonna start asking a lot of questions, because there's too much talking going on. I'm talking too much right here. Look, I'm talking too much. Yeah. Zip it up.
Yeah.
Throw the money down. Bring in a striker. Move on to the next target. It's coming like, what's one of your? Give me American series that you watch. Sanctuary. I know that's an old school one. You know, Sanctuary back in the day.
Yeah, I used to watch that.
Something. It's coming like one of them CSI.
Yes.
Programs every day. Oh, and the streamers. Oh, I've got another update. Oh, they're still talking.
Yeah.
We know this. Oh, I've got another update the next day. Oh, you know what? Arteta's, they're getting close. I'm bored of hearing the same rubbish, man. Just sign the guy. If it's Sesko, then sign him. If it's Gyökeres, sign him. Oh, it's not that. It's not that easy. It's difficult. What is so difficult? Yeah, we're at the height of elite sport. Yeah, City are signing players. Liverpool are signing. Liverpool have the most expensive signing. In Premier League right now.
Pulled it off. Yeah,
but it's difficult for Arsenal to negotiate. If that player is being difficult, the agent's being difficult, bun it. We don't want you. Yeah, you'll soon see them come to run to you now. Yeah, I want to come to your club. Bun. Listen, I'm getting hot now. I'm getting hot.
I hear it, bro. I hear it. So to all the people who say we don't need a 20-goal a season striker, blah blah blah. Okay, you know what I say to them? Look at the last Premier League winners. Look at Liverpool. They had Mo Salah scored almost 30 goals. Erling Haaland. Look at the goals that. Don't tell me that we don't need that when the evidence of what you need to win the Premier League is right in front of us. We know what we need to win the Premier League. They have won. We don't. They're winning league titles. We're not. 1 + 1 is always 2. Like, what are we doing? And the thing with Arsenal that irritates me sometimes is we seem to think that bad news is going to get better with time, or a price tag for a player is going to get better with time. Like the closer we get to the window, they're going to give us a lower rate. No, I've seen us wait until deadline day to sign Thomas Partey when we ended up paying the same damn release clause that it would have cost us 2 months ago when we were already 2 match weeks in and had already dropped points in the 2021 season. We have seen our club drag their feet with transfers, with outgoings that hurt us during the season. You know what I mean? And it's like the same. It's like rinse and repeat. Same story. New sporting director comes in, and nothing changed. Like Hendaguna says here, man was on 12K at Bologna, and we put him on 120. That is criminal. That is fraud, waste, and abuse. You know what I'm saying? This should be reported. This should be reported. 12K. Nah, bro, we put you on 50. If you're on 12K and I offer you 50 without guaranteeing you playing time, because now you don't guarantee playing time because we got an 18-year-old taking your spot. And you can't play center back first because Gabriel and Saliba are starting center back. So left back where you would play, we have a better player there, lining up there. Whether he's a left-hander, that's where he lines up. And I'm heard that he's taking a number 3 shirt, so he's probably going to line up there for the season, right? So 12K, we offer you 50. That's what you get, bro. This No one takes a backup player from Arsenal for 120, and his next contract only goes one way. So his next contract will be what, 200K for a left back? What are we doing? That's criminal. That is waste and abuse. LFC Monster, look at Liverpool, for example. Diaz and Konate both, oh, Jesus. Less than 100, like what they have achieved. Arsenal give the wages to players before they got them winners' medals to justify those high wages. Absolutely.
No, but Konate wants big money now. You know, I think he wants about 200. I think he's on more than 100.
Yeah, he does. But the thing is, he's asking for big money after he lifted a Premier League trophy. You know, we're going to Bologna and just dropping cash on the table like a duffel bag and just say, take what you want.
There was a Fabrizio Bomba earlier for a keeper that we was interested in. That Garcia guy. He's gone to Barcelona. John Garcia or something like that?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's gone to Joan Garcia to Barcelona. Here we go. So yeah, that was one of the targets that we were after, but I get it. He would have probably wanted first team football. But you know, we were being linked with him for ages. Arteta wanted him and stuff like that. And now we've got Kepa, obviously. But this team, seriously, man, this manager, the Arsenal, Richard Garlick or whatever his idiot name is, they need to get a move on, man. I don't even want to be too like negative and stuff, yeah, but we know next week, yeah, things got to start moving, innit? Things got to start moving because these players got to, and remember as well, BBK as well, yeah, a lot of these players are on holiday as well. A lot of these players, you know, have a week holiday as well. But that doesn't mean that things cannot get wrapped up at the same time as well. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to wait. People got mobile phones these days.
You know the ones. Like if you're a player, whether you're on holiday or not, you know where you want to play your football. Next week. You know. Yeah. I mean, so and you want to get those things wrapped up before. If I'm a player, I'm thinking I want to get that wrapped up before I go on holiday. When I'm on holiday, I want to be thinking about none of that shit. I want to be relaxed. You know what I mean?
Because it's you. It's not just you as a player. It's your family. You know what I mean? Your children. They need to know in it what's going on. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Where am I playing my football next season? And yeah, I just Arsenal just move slow. Yeah, it's something that they've always done. You can never get used to it. You could just be irritated by it all the time. You know, I was patient last week, but now I'm getting a little bit itchy now because. What's there? What is? Who says Gyökeres wants to come to Arsenal? Who says this bid was a real bid? These two bids that they're talking. Who? I don't see any proof. All I'm just seeing is Portuguese papers reporting about we've made a second bid on Gyökeres. How do we know that Gyökeres even wants to come to Arsenal, man? He might want to go Man United. He's got his old boss there. Look at my brother in the building. Big up to Durag Diaries.
Big up to George.
My brother, Durag Diaries. Big up to you,
George. I heard George Techie kind of suspect on the footy golf. You know, I haven't seen it.
Right, listen. You know what it was, yeah? I watched the thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was expecting big things from Jordan, innit? I was expecting, do you know what I mean? I thought, you know what? Youngest in the group.
Yeah.
Man's going to have the baddest tech in it of everyone.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah, there was a couple shots he hit, and I thought, yeah, Jordan's gonna mash up this thing, innit? But then I don't know, something must have happened, man. I don't know. He was kept moaning and all of this. I was like, nah, you know what? You're not gonna win it now. You're not gonna win this thing because you're just moaning too much and stuff like that. But big up to George, man, my brother in the place, man. Big him up every time, man. And don't forget, people, Trench Talks Fan Zone tonight.
Yes, sir.
You catch them, man, there on their halftime hooks. I think he's got he said he had COVID or something like that. It's not feeling too well. So yeah, hope he gets well and all that.
Yeah, but big up to George, man. Appreciate you stopping through the stream, man, bro. Hernan Guna, I hear it. Compare Arteta to slot. Arteta could persuade Verge to reject City and Bayern for Arsenal over a Zoom call while playing for Ibiza. I don't think so. Hey, that's what happens, man. That's what happens when you're on the top of the mountain. You know, you have a certain level of swagger that comes with a trophy. That, you know, we don't have those No, we don't have those trophy privileges right now. What Arsenal problems are is wages and negotiating from a
Look at that.
position.
Why not? Big up yourself. Big up your chest. Why not? Look at that. Look at that comment. Look at that.
Board level is, in my opinion, why we are. It's taking long. Yep. So it's essentially the club is in a position of weakness. Player power is a thing, right? So player power is a thing before the players even get to the club, because they don't see the club in a position of power or strength like Liverpool does, because they don't do this with Liverpool. They can't. Because,
And you know the funny thing is, well, yeah. Sorry to cut you. The funny thing is, Berta's coming to this like new money, isn't it? So this ain't the man that shot in like a $10 bit of something on the corner now. Do you know what I mean? These it's £50 now. Do you understand, Berta? Yeah. Things have changed, Berta. You know what I mean? It's not the same on the block no more, Berta. Yeah. And you've come to another country where money is massive. You know, Spain, you can do a little round the corner kind of. Let me give you a little something on the side. Yeah. Here, you know, you've got to pay up or shut up. Yeah. And I think he needs to get used to the way it works here. And that's why I'm not calling him Bert yet. Because when you start hearing me calling Bert a Bert, that means there's a big problem. Why not though in the building, man?
Yeah, big up to why any attacker coming to the club will be asking for 250K. Yeah, that's what Arsenal are in a position of weakness. Yeah, because that's what Havertz is on, and that's what Jesus is on. That's what Saka is on.
Yeah,
I hear it. Yeah, why not? That's it. Sporting director came out and said he has no bid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said this morning because I was hearing reports that no bid has actually been made for Gyökeres. It seems like Gyökeres just wants to get out of Sporting, whether Man United, Liverpool, or Arsenal. He will go to one of the clubs, but no bid has been made for him. It's like Sesko is our guy, and we're gonna die on that hill as well. Ernan Gunnar, I hear the frustration. Like Hansi Flick was there to replace Arteta, and look at what he achieved in his first season. Yeah, did a domestic double. Big up to men like Robo in the building. Appreciate you checking in, Mr. Robo. Garcia should have been the signing last season when Arsenal spent nothing. That's what we do. We're always a day late and $1 short. At Jason Guna TV, so no journals are out right now. Line up Arsenal putting in that bid for Gyökeres. Bro, I think people put too much moral integrity on these damn journalists, bro. Some of these journalists make up shit sometimes and hide behind anonymous sources.
Yep.
Sources tell me because they know you can't ask them their sources, or it's not etiquette. You won't reveal your sources. They just make up shit all the time. They do it. So yeah, I do believe that they lie. I'm not gonna put any moral code on some of these damn journals. Like journalistic integrity, what it used to be back in the day when you have to run things through an editor. No, you just tweet it and says sources said. Can't see Joe.
And you got man like, you know, that Joe Fagan or whatever his name, or whatever you want to call him, Joe Pagan, Ed Pagan or whatever. Yeah. He comes out the most rubbish, man. Sometimes I feel to cuss his ass because he just talks the most rubbish, bro. He just talks the most nonsense.
Yeah, absolute mad one, man. Absolute mad one. See a lot of bigging up going on. Let me skip through those. Okay, I'm a big up, man. But yeah, bro, it's amazing that we can do a stream last week and say, hey, next week, we'll see what we'll do because they will probably have this guy, that guy. Bro, nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed between last week's stream and this week's stream, other than
exactly
done and signed for Zubimendi, man, still in here, or $5 million for Kepa to come back up David Raya or challenge him for a spot. It is madness. Oh, Garlic. Oh, Dick Garlic. Yeah, remember him? He's the guy who brought Bertha to the club.
Can't forget him, man, and that head top, man.
Yeah, Bertha is working for the Conquest. He has to do as he's told, or if he forgets himself and doesn't follow the narrative, he doesn't get funded, i.e., no money. I hear it, man. Right? We were in a position to make a statement this offseason. Now, we didn't make a statement during the season because we didn't win shit. Going into the offseason, you would think these men would read the room, read the pulse of the fan base, and understand that, okay, Arsenal fans, 5 years, we've tried. This year, we're going to dot every I, we're going to cross every T, we're going to tighten up our shot group and make sure that we have done everything in the transfer window. That way, in August, when it kicks off, it's between the lines. Everything that we'll make no excuses for what we didn't do or what we did do and did it badly. everything that we do is going to be decided on the pitch. No, we have left the door open, and I feel the gap widening between us and Liverpool, and that ball hasn't even been kicked yet. The Arsenal tax, the Arteta tax, it's real, bro. It's real. It is real, and I'm nervous, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but I can sit here and be like, okay, if I'm already checked out going into the season, at least I won't be disappointed come April, May, because I saw this coming from August. Yeah, it's just one of them ones. It's one of them ones for me. But yeah, bro.
But quick question though, yeah. Next week, we're having the same conversation. Sorry, next week, Friday. What's your expectations? Who's coming in next week?
Next week, I think Zubimendi might be done, and I think we'll still be haggling over Sesko and Gyökeres.
Really?
Yeah.
Still haggling.
Mm-hmm.
What are we haggling over? What are we haggling over? Wages, the signing on fee. What are we haggling over?
Yeah, it'll be one of those wages, signing on fee, agent fees. It will be something other than medical booked. It's never one plus, it's never 1 + 1 is 2 with us. It's just, I don't know, man.
And you think to yourself, BBK, yeah, I hope all of this is worth it. All this haggling is worth it, because if one of them comes in and flops, yeah, it's going to be mayhem up in here. It's going to be mayhem.
Yeah.
The optimism is just crazy right now.
Arsenal are in their own room. Why not? Said the Tim Lewis is the Donny.
Tim Lewis?
Yeah, with the 9-piece comb over the forehead. Okay. Yes, that why not got his why not his on
it, bro. I'm telling you, why not on the team? He's on the team. Why not play?
Arsenal are not just looking for one player in each position, each window to see his influence, bro. We're just not a very efficient club. We're not where Liverpool are moving right now. They're very efficient. They're diligent about their business, and they're being very efficient. Us, it's like we're, when you order some furniture, your wife orders some shit that you have to put together. Liverpool are reading the instructions. Arsenal are just putting shit together.
Yeah,
and we're just throwing it together.
Part's over there. What am I supposed to? Oh.
Yeah, so we're putting the B part with the E part where they should have been with the C part. We're just throwing shit together and wondering what put it together is leaning to the left.
Let me. I need to ask you a question though, because I've not had an answer from anyone, and I think it's a new question I'm going to ask. If we walk away from both deals and we don't get both players or both strikers, who are we in for after that? Because I'm not hearing no other names apart from these two strikers.
We're not in for anyone, bro. We'll run it back with the same squad, and the PR machine will wheel out, and he will talk about how he loves the players that he has, and these players, if they.
What about the Villa guy?
Watkins or
Watkins? Do you think it'd be a cheap if we don't get both players? Do you think it'd be Watkins? Final day of the transfer.
So the irony with you saying Villa, right? You remember, I want to say it was 2022/2023 season on deadline day when we were trying to get Douglas Luiz on deadline day, making all those bids. I think he'll be one of those. Don't really want him. Wait till deadline day. Make some cheap bids to create the illusion that we wanted him, and then don't get him. I think if we wanted Ala Watkins, he would have been at the club already. He's the Premier League proven striker who scored 20 goals a season. The previous season. If we wanted him at the club, he would be here. Arteta doesn't want him. Arteta is good with who he has, and in his head, he believes that if we had Kai Havertz fit and not all these injuries, we would have done better. But done better to him is not what we need, because our doing better is doing better from second, which means first. And I don't think with this crop of players, not with the additions that them men are making, makes us leapfrog anyone. Unless next year they have a litany of injuries. Unless next year all of a sudden Arne Slot incorporates his players that he signed and upset the chemistry of the team, which I don't see happening.
Chelsea are looking at someone. I think is it Swedish or league or something? Swedish player. Is it Walton? What is it? I can't remember. Walton something. Walton something. They're already looking at signing another striker. I don't know how good he is, but it just goes to show you that they're not playing about. They're not playing about, and I don't understand why we have to just tinker about. Listen, bro. Yeah, we're coming like a. Bro, I don't even want to say it. Yeah, we're coming like Wurzel Gummidge, bro. Seriously, it's like.
Yeah.
Just tight, bro. Just everything's just tight. It's just like we don't know how to do deals. You know, we don't even get giddy when it comes to deals. Yeah, we get all tight and all uptight, and I don't want to spend this amount on this, and no, it's too much money, and you know what I'm saying. And Berta must be seeing all of this, yeah, because I've got a feeling that Berta wants certain players, but obviously. He's got to come in with a certain amount as well. You can't just be like, you know what, yeah, I'm laying down this and it's going to be like this. It has to be authorized by Tim Lewis and Garlic and them, man. There, so it's just broken, man. We're still broken. We've been broken for a long time, and it's going to take a long time to fix what we're doing. In the transfer market, as a club, as a fan base, yeah, I don't see next season being any form. I don't see us being successful next season. I don't see it. I don't see it because the way we're moving right now, it shows that we're not serious. We're not serious. Liverpool are serious. You know, Wirtz. Best player in Germany. City, Armouche, one of the best strikers in Germany, killing it in Germany. Reindeers.
Midfield of the year in Italy, in Serie A. He was the midfield of the year. He was voted midfield of the year for Serie A.
Bro, I'm glad you answered that because, bro, I don't know. I didn't know where he played, so I'm glad you answered that for me.
Bro, he played for AC, bro. He cooks. I'll tell you what, if you have time, just go watch the highlights of the Coppa Italia final.
What is he, a DM or is he a CM? What is he?
He's like a CD. He's a CM that can. He's like the perfect CM for like a manager. Like if I were a manager, this is what the kind of midfielder that I would like, right? Where he line up at CM, he can defend like a 6, but he can attack like a 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is, and he's 6'1". He's good in it. He is good, man. He is class.
You know what? Why don't we go Atletico and just throw down 100 mil and say, listen, take that for Alvarez? Why not? That is a statement, my brother.
Statement.
100 million, take it or leave it. Yeah, Bun Sesko, Bun Gyökeres. We want Alvarez. Take 100 million right now.
Yeah, statement, bro. Like right now, if Man City line up with Reinders, Rodri, and whoever in their mid, bro, it's gonna be a task to get the ball off of them. You know, it's gonna be where you have to make the possession count because you know if Rodri comes back just 85%, 90% of himself, Ballon d'Or Rodri. You know, Liverpool and Man City have clearly made a decision that, hey, it's going to be us this year. It's going to be me versus you. So I'm going to go get the best guy in Germany. You went and got the best midfielder, one of the best midfielders in Serie A. You know, we replaced our best right back with a pretty good right back because we see you coming. We're looking past Arsenal right now. If we're Liverpool, we're looking at City because you, man, are a much more serious threat than Arsenal. That's what I'm thinking Liverpool is on. They're on, hey, we're trying to do a back-to-back. We haven't done that. And we need all the reinforcements we can make because now we don't need Mo Salah to score 30-something goals. And we need to get creativity from somewhere else. Where can we get it from? Florian Wirtz. You know, they're willing to spend that type of money on a guy who's never kicked the ball in the Premier League before. Meanwhile, you know, we're here, you know, waiting on Premier League proven players. right profile, right this, right that. Well, this just whoever you're gonna get, whoever you've made your decision on, go get them. I don't think Liverpool made a decision on Florian Wirtz in June or April. I mean, they made that decision that's who their target was months ago. And when the opportunity or the window opened up itself, they went and handled their business. Today, deal agreed. Man will be holding up a Liverpool shirt in a couple of days. But us, if they can get the most expensive signing ever over the line, and we're out here struggling to get, a guy from Lisbon or from Portuguese La Liga, it's just jarring, man. It's just jarring. You would expect that Arsenal would read the pulse of the fan base, unless the rest of the fan base just don't feel the way we do and think we need to win something this season. Then I understand it. But if there's no way these men can be like, okay, 5 years, nothing, when everyone in London is picking up trophies, like we need to do something. Read the room, bro. What I'm asking, read the room. Read the fucking room.
I also think as well with Thomas Frank's appointment, I think that shakes up the North London derby a little bit, because Thomas Frank is a good manager. He's a very good manager, and if he brings in certain players, because let's put it this way, they're not going to be playing that system that Ange played last season. So Spurs, all of a sudden now, confident team, getting a few different players. We're not going to be looking at the same Tottenham next season. We're going to be looking at European trophy winners. They may have a little bit of fight to them next season. So all of these things are going to just be challenges unless we strengthen. If we don't strengthen, then you know what? It's the same rubbish coming. Thomas Partey as well. I don't know if he's actually going to stay.
I don't, bro. We can't even get a re-signing done. Imagine we can't even re-sign one of our own players. Matter of fact, I think Rich 99 has done a video on this when he was like,
Rich 99, man.
We can't even get our own signing over the line, let alone go take someone else's player. How is that even possible? We can't.
Absolute joke, man. Absolute joke.
Absolute joke. We are a mad one. But bro,
yeah, man.
I don't know if you heard, man, but I did my ACL.
What? What? Today? Yesterday?
Yeah, I'm on crutches, bro. I had surgery.
What? Football? See? See? Listen. See? You see when you talk bad mind, yeah? I hear. Listen. When you said about the Nigerians and all that, yeah? Look what happened to you. Look what happened to you.
I did say that.
Serious.
Yeah.
Is it painful?
Bruh. So now I'm supposed to have my leg elevated and all that, So now I got it all stretched out, and then it starts to get a little tingly. So now I got to go get back on the meds and ice.
Oh, bro, man! That's gonna take about how long? 6 months?
Yeah, 6 to 9. Yeah. So I went out there. I had bro. I tried. I did a Cruyff turn too much. I felt it. I felt something. I was like, this don't feel right. I feel like I had some hot sauce burning in my leg. And then I kept playing. I was like, nah, man, I got to go sit down. And then it started to swell up. And I went to the ER, man. They was like, nah, the x-rays, your bones are intact, but we need to look at the soft tissue because your legs are starting to swell up. And they looked at the soft tissue. It was like, bam, bro, we need to do surgery right now. So Monday morning, they had to, operate, man. So, bro, it's like I've been on pace. So I can do streams. I just can't sit here for extended periods of time. Once I feel the legs starting to get a little antsy. Okay, time to go get on the meds. Or time to go elevate my feet.
Bro, man. I hope you get well soon, man. But I know you're gonna be doing bare streams now.
Yeah.
Bare little streams now, here, there, and everywhere, man.
Yeah. So I had planned to go to do the Club World Cup and go to a couple of games and do some vlogs.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even do that now, bro. So
So you done it whilst the worst ones when you have an injury, when you're away from everything else, no one's tackled you or nothing?
Yeah, no contact. Yeah, non-contact, bro. I was just turning. I was literally just turning. The ball's getting away from me. I chopped it back and planted my left leg to turn. And I was like, woo, what was that? Yeah, it was. I just felt like there's It's like there was a hot ball inside of my knee just burning.
Ooh.
Not as painful as an Achilles is from what I hear, but this was painful, bro. You know, but yeah, I'm still. I got my crutches. I can't even go upstairs. I haven't been upstairs in 4 days. I'm just downstairs. I just made a bed out of the couch, and wife taking care of me and all this stuff, man. But yeah, man, it's been a rough couple of days, bro.
Oh man,
It's rough.
sorry, man. Hopefully you get well. Hopefully you get well. Well, it's gonna be a while now, isn't it? It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, it's gonna be some time. Big up to Static for passing through, man.
Big up Static in the building. Make sure you smash the lights, people, on your way out as well, man. Come on, man. Let's get the lights up.
Arteta will give me a call in 6 weeks. Oh, God.
Imagine BBK, yeah?
Yeah.
You done your ACL, yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus done his ACL. He's still getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Some money.
250. Mad. It's a mad one. It's a mad one. But yeah, bro. Big up to you, man. Big up to everyone in the chat for tuning in. Appreciate the therapy, because it does help, man. The monotony, the house is quiet. It does help me, you know what I'm saying? So I'll get off here. Whoever is live, I'll go watch some more content. You got it. You doing anything today?
You know what? I'm probably gonna do some World Club Cup predictions maybe later on. Maybe gonna do something. I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. You know about the American teams and all that, probably the Brazilian teams and all that. I don't know, but I'm just gonna from what I know, just do some predictions probably later on tonight.
Yeah, I don't anticipate this one being that grand, but I think this one will build a little bit of momentum to when it gets into the knockout rounds, and the next Club World Cup might have some more pizzazz to it. But this one hasn't really have a lot of fanfare and hype around it. But maybe it's too much football. Maybe we're getting overloaded with football.
Do you know what is? I want to see how Man City, like Turkey and Rangers, and I want to see how they're looking, because they're probably going to be looking serious.
Yeah.
Do you think they win the tournament?
I think they're going to use it as a preseason to play how they want to play. But I think Real Madrid are serious because they are trophyless.
Oh,
really in it. Chelsea need the money, so them men are going to take it serious. So once it gets to the knockout rounds, like now they're playing Al Hilal and all these, But the knockout rounds, we might get some good matchups, and UEFA will like that. That's their intent. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. Let me see how it goes. But yeah, man, someone stick abs in the channel. So LFC, I'll put it in the title as soon as I'm done here.
Yeah, it just says just click on my name and it take him to the channel.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, people, big up to every single one of you who came through and showed love. Take care of yourselves. And
it's going to redirect to Never a Foul as well, bro. I've done a redirection, so it should redirect to Never a Foul.
Bro, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how.
I'll have to show you. Did you do the mod? Did you know how to do the mod thing?
Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool. I don't know how to do the redirect thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Redirect thing, I can show you when you want. When you want to know, let me know and I'll show you.
All right, we'll do.
You can do it after if you want. If you've got time.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. Big up to everyone. We'll end it there, people. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Peace.